Alright y'all, welcome back. Here we're gonna have round number 1. This is from our first OP09 tournament, and honestly, unironically, really didn't have any of the new leaders at all. It was a bunch of Doofy, purple Luffy, and then I think we had one black yellow Luffy and some Shanks. But yeah, we have Ben going against Calvin here in round 1. Ben starting off pretty hot here, and Calvin not really doing a whole lot. So we're just gonna go ahead and swing 5. Do we play the double attack ace here? No, we end up playing the Zoro from the starter deck, and this will swing for 7k. How do you guys feel about the meta and what it is now and how the new leaders are faring? Blackbeard is obviously insane. Nico I think has potential. Buggy the same thing, once we end up getting the promo, whenever that is. And then yeah, nothing else has really changed. Lucci fell off slightly, but I still think Lucci is a very viable deck. Ben just trying to go ahead and get some cards out of hand here. And now we play the second Zoro. I didn't realize what the first one grabbed at all. Maybe it was the second one. You guys let me know down below what happened, what he grabbed. But I do now have pretty much every deck that I'll be playing going forward in the next format pretty much ready. Just a couple cards missing from Shanks and from purple Luffy. Outside of that, everything else is done. So you guys will have some Blackbeard added to the channel. There'll be more Shanks. And then I'm working on a pet deck. I'm working on building Buggy. I don't know how good it's going to be. I'm pretty sure it's going to be absolutely dog water, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's going to be bad because that deck doesn't get any traction without that promo. So now we swung 5 and we're swinging 7. That should have been a 1 card outside of the 2K, unless he's swinging at the Zoro. Now he plays the double attack ace, and the card that seems to catch everyone off guard, honestly. Just got to remember that it has double attack. Yeah, because that could have been just an easy 2k out of there. Now Ben down to 1 life while Calvin's at 4, so things are already looking kind of rough here. But we do have a couple 9 moms in there from hand, and a couple blockers. We obviously have the Luffy Taro Songoro combo, but I don't think we can play that at this point. We're probably just gonna have to try and clear out as much of this board as, well, pretty much try to clear up the whole thing. So depending on how many cards Calvin has in hand, you just go 6 and 6 to either card. Probably the double attack ace more than anything. No, probably go for the Zoro because the double attack ace doesn't really matter at this point. Now we go 8 to the Zoro, so 8 to 6. Which I don't know if I were Calvin, if I were save this thing. Probably, in all honesty. But it would just end up costing a 2 and a 1, and I don't know if he's running like bad manners, course kick, or anything here. Oh, we are running the bad manners. Never mind, that answers the question. And now we ended up going after the ace. We're paying 4 for the Nami. And we are at 8 Dawn, so we just trash a card, draw 2. Then we drew a lot of Zoro. So I feel like for this one, we could pretty much, yeah, we take that 5k swing. And then we just hyper go for face, right? I think that's what we have to do and not give him any chance to establish a board. Well, not establish a board, but try to give him any traction, because if we put him to 0, because he'll have to block one of these hits, but we do have a lot of cards in hand. And I think the only, well, half, I think more than half our hand was non-combo. Well, it looks like 2 Songoros, a 2k Sanji. All right, looks like we're just gonna end up going 6k or 7k to a Zoro. Why wouldn't we just go face? I feel like our whole goal here and the whole shtick is just to go face. So that gets a 2k. Why are we? That should be a 7k, no? I think we're just misplaying all around here. Because that Zoro gains plus 1k for the Dawn, so it's in 6k like with the Dawn effect. And then the Dawn itself gives it 1k, so that should make it 7. But now we just drop a Big Mom, right? Because now we go 6 and a 6, we give it a 1k. Unless what we were going for was the Zoro, then countering the 2k makes sense. Now we drop a Big Mom, and this is where I feel like things start to get bad for Sanji in terms of this matchup. If it gets to this point where they can just start dropping 9 moms and keep up 1 Dawn for Gum Gum Giant, which that card is insane. Super Crept, Blast Breath on crack. Hey, come on, Dawn -2 plus 4k and draw 2 cards and trash a brick from your hand. Which, if purple is not the color of bricks, I don't know what is. Maybe red. So we're setting 1 to the side. What are we doing here? See, we have a Diable Jambe, but that's not doing anything here. 1 underneath the Zoro. We end up going 6. You know, the sad thing is, I'm also kind of mad that because I had forgotten that I had sold Ben my Hitadoris. And so I ordered a new set, and I didn't realize with the tournament packs that are going to be coming after this one, it's a reprint of Hitadori. Ooh, now we play the Shanks. Big old vanilla bungus. I still don't understand why we're going for the board when at this point in the game I would go face. You just let that die. You can't get over your Shanks, so you let that die. And he either probably plays another 9 mom. I mean, he's at 9 right now, or the Luffy, so we do play the 9 mom. And then we more than likely use the leader effect if we want to bluff a Gum Gum Giant. But we don't. Yeah, both players at 3 life here. And I don't know, man. Calvin's staring at the wrong end of the barrel here. Because now if you want to kill the Big Mom, you have to commit a lot. Probably at least 5 Dawn to go to 15 of the big. Yep, never mind. Takes out the Big Mom, and then we put the rest underneath leader because we don't have a whole lot to do. I think we had Diable Jambe, Bad Manners, Atama, and an Unknown. Might have been another Diable. So I feel like now this is just free reign to drop the Rush Luffy. Which, if you don't have your copies of those, if you're playing any sort of purple incapacity, which I think most purple decks are only playing 2 copies of, I would highly recommend picking up your copies. If not a full playset, at least 2 of them. So we added 4 to the Big Mom, so that'll make her 13. 13 to the Shanks will beats just more than a Bad Manners course kick, so this at least gets rid of either 2 2Ks or... Alright, yeah, exactly that. We get rid of a Bad Manners, a Diable, and an Otama. So now we're down to 2 cards, and we play the Sanji, which is a blocker. To protect the Big Mom, I'm assuming. Even though I feel like we have more than enough combo power in hand to protect the Big Mom, but that makes sense that you just want to give up the blocker instead of giving up Lord knows how many cards out of hand. Calvin does have a Pell. Okay, that must have been what the mystery card was or what the life card was. Yeah, he's not in the best of spots right now. It's actually just kind of rough. We combo 2, 4, 5, 5k, so we more than likely just went 14. Or we went 13. because we'll have 7 up for the 9k Luffy. Which we block, we play the 9 cost Luffy. And we just match the Big Mom. I mean, at that point, I would have just gone after the blocker. Because if he drops 2 2Ks, that leaves him down to what, 1 card in hand? So now it looks like we can just go for game here. 2 cards in hand. We have a 6k body, a 9k body, and our leader. So this should just be GG's. Yeah, I feel like Calvin kind of fumbled the bag here. Take. Swing 9. Take. Swing 5. And then, yeah, because we're just going to play the 9 cost Luffy. And that should absolutely, that just wraps up the game. With 3 cards in hand or 4 cards in hand, everything would have to be a 2k. Especially not now, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, everything would have had to be the 2k, and that's gonna be it. Yeah, I feel like Calvin kind of fumbled on that one. I'm pretty sure he could have ended up winning. I think there were misplays on both ends though, depending on like where that Zoro was going most of the time. If it ended up going to the Zoro Juros, then that makes sense. If not, there were some slight misplays, but I will see you guys in for round 2. Round 2 is actually a fast one, so I probably won't speed that up. Looking forward to the coming year here. We're gonna make some big strides. I know I always say the same thing, but you know, we'll actually stick through it this time. I will see y'all in the next one.